Do you know, he says that he is 8 kilometers to the location. Were you closer to the location than he was?
That is correct. That is correct.
And he's sending that message at 5:06. What time did you arrive at the scene?
I sent a message on the same page 10. I sent a message, the one written in green, standing off brigadier. So then I already stood off.
So what does standing off brig mean?
Mean arrived at the scene.
Oh, standing off means that you've arrived?
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay. And Captain Sinjani sends a message saying copied. What did you understand that to mean in response to you saying standing off?
He would have noted that I'm standing off. That's why he said copied.
And he would have still been on his way to the scene?
That is correct.
Okay. Can you then tell us what happens when you arrive at the scene?
When I arrived at the scene, at this stage I was on the phone, I think, with the brigadier, confirming to him on a phone call that I am arrived and I will approach the said police at the moment. And
sorry, Captain, if I can just interject, and if we can go to page 5 of your statement, just to orientate you, paragraph 16. My apologies. At paragraph 16 is when you start dealing with your arrival at the scene. You may proceed.
Okay, I arrived at the scene around 5 o'clock, and at 17:10 I confirmed my arrival in the chat by sending a message saying standing off brig, meaning that I have arrived. I was informing the brigadier that I have arrived at the scene.
And this is, when you say you were informing the brigadier, that's the message standing off brig?
That's correct.
You didn't call him telephonically and say to him that you've arrived, do you recall?
That is correct.
You did?
No, I would have maybe called him shortly afterwards, but I had to first find out if it is police and that.
Okay, so tell us about what you observed when you arrived and who from your team was there when you arrived.
When I arrived, it was only myself, Commissioner, and Constable Digavaya that arrived with a Ford Focus that we were driving.
Had you seen any other Hawks members that were not part of the WhatsApp group that may have gotten there on their own?
No, I did not see any of them.
Okay, proceed.
And we were both dressed in civilian attire, Commissioner. I did, however, had a SAPS buff, a blue written SAPS, that I put on to identify myself as a SAPS member, and I had my diary in my hand, and I had my appointment certificate on hand.
Please repeat, what do you say you...
A buff, a mask that I put over my mouth.
And you said that it was branded or it had an emblem. What was it?
SAPS, South African Police Services, with a star and the police.
Okay.